the recording once again, and mic is unmuted, and participants fine. Chat window. I would like to see. One student said has written here that so picture number 4 is missing in the PowerPoint slides. So okay, so at the end of the class, I will go through once again and complete the 10 pictures. I hope so. We have the work done enough for the 10 pictures. Just from the same work, I'll try to create one more. But if not possible, it will not be a new work. That only will be the work that we have done together in the class. If not possible, we will just keep 9 for this lecture. But if only the numbering is jumbled up or something happened, I will correct the numbering and then we will have 10 pictures. And hope so everything will be fine. I will always go through once again to our slides file after the class, and as in the class we also upload copy more pictures, and then you guys can have the latest version. I will upload the latest version after the class, maybe in an hour or so. I try to complete it soon, but sometimes it takes time. Please check it after like maybe 2 hours. So I don't know, maybe next morning, because it will be already 12 o'clock till 2 hours. Okay, so we start where we have left. Now the next item in the user profiles is the manage user profiles. So we see how we can test this one. We go to our, this one I can close. Again, just to make it clear where we are working. Main page, Office, Microsoft 365 Admin Center, and SharePoint Admin Center. In this one, we went to more features, and more features. We went to user profile, clicked on open. We open it a new tab, and then we can see different options. This we have just completed. Now we are starting to manage user profiles. Maybe I go back and start in a new tab, so then easily we can come back and start next task. It's coming, or this page needs refresh, or what? Okay, I close it, start once again. Manage user profiles. Right click, open link in new tab, see if it works. Some links does not work in new tab. Okay, what we can do, we just click here. Manage user profiles. Yeah, here it's working. It says that nothing here, account name, there is no results to display. Actually, it's waiting for the search list. So for example, if we click on user 9 and find, then user 9 related data will be here. For example, let's click on user number 90, just easy to remember, or this time I will click on user 100. Let's see how it works. If I say user 100, here we have user number 100, and then we can create a new profile also, or we can click here in the options. We have edit my profile, delete, manage personal sites, manage site collection owners. So edit my profile. First of all, I click on the edit my profile and see what options we can edit. So in this profile, we have many properties that we can change also. See, this username has a first name like this, last name like this, and username like this. Work phone we have not given. It shows the required, but I think so it will work without even giving the book. Department, title, it says required, so we can write user 100. Manager, if we have manager, yeah, one thing here we can also change. If we want to show this to everyone or just to me, then we can change also from here, but everyone is good. Personal site, if we have picture, if we want to upload website, if we want to give any, and there are a lot of informations, but whatever we want to change, we can change it here. Email notifications, if we want to send email notifications for this user, someone has started following me or whatever, then we can click or unclick as we like. If we want to add a picture timestamp or whatever, you can go through these things just for information. See, one thing we can notice that these two we have added ourselves, and also the preferred name is here and famous name is here. So I will write user 100 and user 100. Let me just write like this, user 100. So later when we will see these things into our any other pages, we will see that these changes are saved. Save and close. So we will click here, save and close. And soon this profile is updated. So we see if we can make any picture here, and then we go to the next topic. This was editing the profile, user profile. We have gone through. Yeah, we can make a picture here, a new property, the property that we have added before. Now we can edit this property and we will show the picture here. We can click once again on user number 100 and we will edit it and see if our property is still there. And we can make the picture also. Yes, see the property is saved. And here the new property, see this one, famous name, is edited in the user profile. And if this time we want to show our names, we can show here in the address bar. But I have not written that because in the previous pictures, the address bar I have not included, so there was the name was missing. Okay, so we have given another picture example and this one, and student said that picture 4 is missing. Let me see, picture 4 is missing. Okay, this is page number 140. So let me just go to the start and find picture, and we will see, we'll go through all the pages that have pictures. Let me the written picture on it. This is picture 1 example, picture 2 example, picture 3 example, and picture 5. You are right, picture 4 is missing. Okay, so I will add the one more picture, and then we will have 10 pictures. I believe I have made the picture number 4 somewhere, but probably then I don't know what happened to this one. I will go through once again from complete the file after the lecture. And rather maybe we can see right now that which work we have been doing in picture number 3. Yeah, this was picture number 3, and yeah, picture 4 is missing. So, okay, I'll go through once again through the file after the class and make another picture if possible quickly from the same work that we have completed during the class. If not quickly possible, then we will just keep 9 pictures for this lecture. Okay, so next topic is manage user subtypes. So when we manage user subtypes, we will see similar pages like this. And there's only not a lot of information, so I have kept only the one page, and also we don't have any picture to save with this information. We just go back and see into our SharePoint Online that how we can see our next topic here. This is our SharePoint Online Admin Center. We clicked on more features, and in more features we clicked on user profiles, and in the user profiles we are here. We have gone through first one, second one, and now third topic, manage user subtypes. I have created just 2 subtypes before. You can see them here, 1 and 2. This was the default user profile subtype. And I have created 2 just to see the functionality. Now we can create once again another one, user profile subtype, let's say 3. And it's a quick process and only 1 page of information we create. And on the same page, this will be added here. Very nice functionality. And here we have this another functionality also on the same page. If we want to remove any of the subtypes, we can just select it and remove it. So it will be removed. Let's create another one just to test the removal. I write 0. Okay. So I create this one. Then if we like, we can test. If we remove, what happens? It is removed. Okay, so this was a quick page, not a lot of information. So we can just go back and go to our next topic. So this page is complete. Next topic is manage audiences. And this is again when I'm studying and creating new slides, I use this page to sometimes copy it where I'm working to come back. Okay, but later we can delete it. It does not, we really don't need it here. Just give me a minute to have a sip of my tea. You guys can also have. Okay. So next topic is manage audiences, and I think so I have copied some informative pages also for this one, no? I wanted to, but probably I have not copied. Okay, this is also the task that we will take a picture at the end of the process. Just I want to share some information with you. Audience is not that information is given by the Microsoft. That audience is not a way of authentication or like groups that like we authorize that, okay, for example, this group of audience can see this document and then others will not be able to see. No, but audience is only just to quickly guide that these people, these groups can see these documents. But this will not deprive others to see that document. If they have rights to see, they will be able to see it. And when we create audience, we can include groups of users or directly the users into it. But the system compiles the audience like once a week. Microsoft says at their website, once a week they are compiled. So it takes time to compile the audience. Okay, so we can go there and see how we can create an audience. Manage audience. We click on this one. Here, one was the default, all site users, all users who can access the site. And I just created one to test. Now I can create one with you guys. So we can click on new audience. We click on new audience and see what happens. The new audience creation page will appear. We can give it a name, audience 2. Owner, I have just given MS because he has the admin rights. We can click on this icon and it will get the actual user. This will be the owner of this audience, and satisfy all the rules, satisfy any of the rules. It's easy with the satisfy any of the rules. We just give some, we'll see in the next pages, create rules to include users in this audience. But the actual users, we can only see after it is compiled. That takes time. As Microsoft has said, almost every week, the system compiles the audiences. But we will know what rules we are defining. We can define any rules. That first of all, we click OK and see what happens on the next pages. When we click OK, the rules page comes here. These are actually the definition of the rules. How we can define a rule? Select one of the following, either the user or the property of the user. We can include to audiences, users into the group of audiences. Either we can say user, the member of, and then enter the name of the Windows security group or the distribution list, and that we can include into this audience. If we have defined already, we can click on this book icon and then we will see if we have any. But I don't think so. I have created before any. So let me just try if there will be any. No. Okay, so I cancel this one. Then I will try with the property. Which property I want to distinguish? Remember, our users, like user names, they have like user 1, 2, 3 from 100 up to 1 to 100. Remember, we have created. Okay, so the username is from user 1 to user 100. That I remember. So let's say here we will find the username. Department, we have to see this change also is depicting here, department old, department current. Title, manager, username. Username should be for many of the users, we have a username that we know is equal to, or we say contains. Username contains, for example, before I tried 9, now I try number, for example, 1. This is audience 2, so let's try 2. If the value 2 is there in the username, those users will be included into this audience. Okay, so then we can click on OK and see this rule will be added into the next page. Recording is working, mic is working, participants, nobody waiting. Chat, somebody has any question or anything? Let me see. I don't see any way to add a new property. New property where? Into our first topic that we were discussing. Okay, Tim is asking, I don't see any way to add a new property. explain a little bit more that in the first topic of this user profiles, or where you want to add a property, and then we will revisit that topic. Okay, right now we are here. I was in a wrong area. Okay, I found it. Nice. Okay, thanks. Okay, so we are here in the user profile. We are creating audience. And in the audience, we reached into the third page. Here it says audience number 2, description, everything is here. Edit audience, view membership, and rules. The first rule is here. The username will contain 2, and then it will be included into this audience. If we right now click on view membership, we cannot because it's not compiled yet. See, we cannot see any because account name, preferred name, find profiles who starts with or email address. Starts with maybe user, because there are many with the user 1, user 2, user 3. So let's see what happens. Email address starts with the user. Okay, fine. Let's see what happens. Gets the data, gets the results. No, I think so. Why? Because this audience is not compiled yet. See, it says not compiled. So when it will be compiled by the system, then we will see here the list of the user, and from that list we can more filter with this thing. So right now we cannot see any list in the non-compiled audiences. Okay, so rule is here already. Username contains 2, so then it will include in this one. View membership we cannot see right now. Added audience, if we click, we go to the previous pages, and how we save it. How we save it? It's saved already, or how it will work? We can click on audience rules to edit them. Like audience rule, we can username contains 2. We can add a rule also. Like for example, we say user and the user property, and we write this time say contains value 3. So users including the value means usernames including 2 will be also added in this audience, and usernames including 3 will be also added into this audience, and we click OK and see what happens. See, now we have 2 rules. Username contains 2 and account, I have to edit it. Account name, not the account name, username. Username contains 3, and then I click OK. So now we have 2 rules. Username contains 2, username contains 3. But we have to make sure that either is in between, or should be in between, not and, because and will not any time be true. One username will have only 2 in it, or it will have 3 in it. So I just go to back audience, edit audience, and satisfy any of the rules. Good. And now I'm clicking it. Okay. So this audience should be fine. Now what will happen, how we save it? I'm just curious to see. Audience properties are here. Edit audience is here. View membership is here. View membership we cannot see right now. And I hope so this is already saved until when we reach until this page. We go to edit audience and we can see once again the OK is here on the first page and other pages, but not on the last page, or I'm missing it somewhere. Let me just maximize it and see. No, we are not missing it anywhere. Okay, let me go back and see if it is saved. Audience 2. Okay. After many pages, we will reach to our starting page, where we can see the summary of the audiences also. We have gone through many pages to reach here. Yes, this is our starting page. I will click on refresh and see what happens. Now you can see before it was 2 and 1. Now number of audiences is 3. Those are defined and 2 are uncompiled yet. So we are waiting for their compilation, and system will compile them automatically. When we will come next week, hopefully this will be done, because system said, Microsoft website said that system compiles the audiences almost every week, once a week. Okay, so we have completed our manage audiences. Sorry, but we want to take a picture that I have not. So I will go back and take a picture just to show that we have created an audience. A new audience is created. So how we can do that? Should not be difficult. Manage audience, click once again, click on the audience 2 that we just created, and right click or here, edit. View properties, view membership. We can also click here, but right now we are just clicking edit. On this page, we can say, okay, on the last page, we will see summary. So this is good for the picture. We take picture here. If we include this top address bar, we can show our names also there. Control C. And in the sample pictures, I can just paste this picture. Sometimes I just change the border style to make it easy to view the picture. Okay, so a new audience is created. Okay, so we are at next topic, manage user permissions. Manage user permissions, and we can see how we'll do that. First of all, I will go through the pages to see if we have a picture at the end of the process. User permissions, we will have a couple of the pages, and at the end of the process, we don't have any picture. It's a small topic, so we don't take a picture. Or I will see maybe at the end of the class, if we can add this one as a picture, then we will have 10 pictures. Or I will see at the end of the class, because maybe we have another missing number or something. But anyway, to complete up to here, we go to our SharePoint Online here and go back 2-3 times, and then we reach our main page, user profiles, and the next topic, manage policies. Manage user permissions. We have not checked yet. So manage user permissions takes us to this page. To add an account or group, type or select it below and click add. Everyone except external users. We are just looking at the page and seeing the information. Then we will see what permissions we can add. To remove an account or group, select it above and click remove. Okay, so here permissions for everyone except external users are like this one. Create personal site. Yes, they can. Follow people and edit profile. Yes, they can. And use tags and notes. Yes, they can. If we like to change, we can change them here, and then the new change will be saved. But here we are not changing. We can just cancel it, and then we can go to the next topic, manage policies. We just go through our pages, our slides, to see if we have a picture at the end of this topic. Just give me 1 minute break, please. Okay, so manage policies. We will have a couple of pages on manage policies, and then we will take a picture that policy settings in user profile. We can edit or change if we need to. Manage policies. If we see this little arrow, then we can click on this one. And if we go down, we will see our own properties that we have added are also there. And policies for these are here, that required or optional, or everyone can see, and user override yes or no. These things we can change if we click here. Any of the attribute, any of the property, click on this arrow. It says edit policy. Click on the edit policy, and then we will reach on this page. Any of these things, we can change them. And then we can click OK if we like to save these changes. For example, default user profile subtype. Here I have included 2. User profile subtype 3 also in this one. So let's change this one. We just leave one of those, default user profile subtype, for the famous name. And we click OK. But before that, we take the picture, so then we can see, we can show that we have changed a property of the property for the policies under the user profile. So this will be in the example picture here. Okay, so this topic was not very long topic. Next we have my site settings, and we can go through this topic also, how we can change it. I will show you in a minute. And at the end of the topic, if we have a picture, then I will just go through these pages with you, and then we can see on the website, on our, not website, on our SharePoint site, we will go through all these properties, and at the end of them, we will make a picture to show that my site settings and user profile can be changed. Here we can add a sample picture. Recording is going on, mic is working. From here, we just go back to our main page and then start once again. Here, next topic, my site settings. Preferred search center, if we want to change, we just leave it like that. And search scope for the finding people, we just leave like that with the people. If we change it, we can change it. And scope the finding documents, all sites, that is also good. And my site host, if we want to change, we can change it. But right now, this one is the given already. We are able to change it or not? No, I don't think so. We are able to change this one. Sorry. Yeah, we are not able to change this one. And personal site location, maybe we can change. Like here it will come in the location. We can change this one. No, we cannot change this one also. Naming format will be like this. From here we can write, we can read. And permission level for reading will be for everyone except external users. It's good. If we want to change, we can click here and we can see which other groups are there. We can click any one of those, all users or tenant or extranet users, all these, but we find that one is good. That is already selected. That is everyone except external users. Okay, and news feed, enable activities on my site, news feed, yes. And enable SharePoint 2010 activity migration. We don't have 2010 SharePoint, so we can just leave it. Strings to be used as sender's email address. Yeah, sender's email address. For example, if we want to give whatever sender email address like ms at just our usual address, we can write here. Email notifications, yes, if any news feed comes, then it will send me the email. Enable access delegation, yes, that can be really helpful. We can add a secondary owner. It's good that if one is locked out or is going to be deleted, then we can have another owner that can save the changes, save the copy of the sites. Global admins can be good in this respect. So let's see which global admins. No exact match. Yeah, exact matches are not there because global admin has complete name, a different one. All users, no. Find and where. Maybe here we can see global. Yes, in the tenant we have three. See, global admin 1, 2, and 3. So we include one of those. Global admin 1. Okay. So here global admin 1 is added as a secondary owner. Enable my site secondary admin also. We add a secondary admin for all my sites. Same way we write here global and it will bring the three names. This is a group actually, and these ones are the users. So we add also, let's say this time we add admin 2 as a secondary admin. Make my sites public, yes, and then we can click OK to save these changes. But we will like to keep a picture of the main part of the page. Let's see, we take the picture of this part of the page that shows we have added 2 global admins into secondary owner and secondary admin. User profile is any picture will be good, so we can show this part of the page. Okay, so this topic is complete. Now we see next what we have, the search. We have done already. So we will not do it today in the same pages. If we go back, there is search also here. Let's see, here we have search, but I'm not going through the search today because we have done already. We have gone already through the search pages. We have a couple of settings on there. Some of them still not covered, but most of them are covered. Or if we will get time, we will have time, we will cover them later in more detail. But today we can cover some of them. Some of the items are also covered under the apps, but we will see if there is something new that uh, we can experiment with. So we click on the apps and it opens this page. We just go and see which pages we are taking pictures, try to keep in mind, and then we will go through the properties of the apps settings and apps functionality. App catalog will be there. We can buy the apps. We can see the list of the apps, and we can also see if we have app requests. Some apps need requests, like first we request the app company, and then they allow us, then the app will be added into our SharePoint. And app monitor is there. We will see it also. At least it's good because we can see the list of all the apps that we have, and we can monitor that when it was installed. It's not covering everything. It needs to refresh or what information it needs, but at least we can see the list of the apps that we have. And we can add, when we have an app, we can add it into our any of the sites. I just tried to adding one app into my site for week 10. And I tried to buy one app, and then it was purchased. I mean, it is free, but it was acquired for our sites, and then it was included into the list. So this is the list before acquiring this one, and this was the list after acquiring this one. So we go to the, and we will get the new picture here when we complete this topic. So app catalog, it is the usual app catalog page that we have. We can go through the site contents, or we can go through our SharePoint Admin Center, or we can go through from here. I try to open it into the new page, new tab, and see we reach here. Last time, once we got global news, so it is still showing here. Apps, here we can click SharePoint Store. We can go to the SharePoint Store from here. If we have any requests, we can click here. We don't have any requests yet. If request we have, it will be here already. And if for Office, if we have any, will show here. And we go back. And if we have any for SharePoint, we show here. We have two dynamic forms and Microsoft 365 learning pathways. Those are showing here. And site contents, we can go from here, site contents also, and then we can reach to the apps catalog if we like to. Apps for SharePoint, we can see here also. And this is our another that we got before. These are site pages. If we want to see our app catalog, yeah, this is actually app catalog. Yeah, we can go to home. Maybe let me close this tab and go once again from it. So app catalog, we can go from here, or if we like, we can go from our regular site collection. That means the sites, SharePoint Admin Center. Click on this one. Here we have active sites. Click on here, and we can see app catalog. We can go from here also. App catalog, we reach to the same page. That functionality I just want to show you guys. Okay, we close this one. This one we leave it open. This one we can close. This was showing the previous topic, and this one right now we are covering. So apps catalog. We have checked this site, purchase any apps. If we like to purchase, we can click here and purchase any apps. We can try just to purchase one more. So then we will see this one in the list also. This I tried last time, and we see if we click on this one, what happened. And we click on this one, if it is free and available without request, we will get this one. Some of them are not. This one first needs switch to the classic SharePoint store. So we click on this link. Here it's free and we can add it. That's a good thing. So we click on the add it, and it says continue. Yeah, we continue and it will be added. We are getting it. Okay, purchase. It says purchase, but as it says it's free, it's good. It will not ask us to pay anything. You can add this app later on any site you can manage, or return to the SharePoint store to get more apps. Okay, now this app, 9-text workflow for Office 365 should be also added into the list of our apps. This is the important thing that I wanted to try with this one. Return to the site. If we click return to the site or SharePoint store, anything, I don't need any of those right now here. So I click on that. I want to go to this page. We have tested app catalog, purchase apps, manage licenses. Of course, if there are some license, because all of apps right now we have purchased free, but we just check this one out. So see, all of them are free. So whatever we have purchased already, this one is also free. So we can just close this one and configure store settings. We can configure store settings if we want to change anything in the store. First setting is, should end users be able to get apps from the marketplace? Yes, we keep it. Yes. And click here to view app request. If we have, we don't have any yet. Should apps for the office from the store be able to start when documents are opened in the browser? Yes. For example, if we get something like PDF editor and we open a PDF document, then it can open into the PDF editor. So everything is good. We can click OK or cancel any of those. And now we have two pages with this starting page. So we close this one. And monitor apps. App permissions also next. Configure store setting, monitor apps. Okay, so we have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably we have one more. And how we can get that? We click on the add, and it will get if anyone is remaining. This we just purchased the new one. So we click on add. So that will be also in the list. Yeah, so now it's also in the list. License 100 because free, and license purchase because free, it's not any. Installed locations, it's not showing any. And runtime errors, it doesn't have any runtime errors. Uh, One of those we have like countdown web part. I have added into one of the sites, but it's not showing here. So I don't know why this functionality is not working as expected, but we can just refresh and see once again. But I see that it doesn't come here any information, but at least we can see here the list of the apps that we have enabled for our website. Then we just go back and see what other options we have. I will just like to see that if we have any picture at the end of the picture was here to show that list of the installed apps, that we can go back easily on it and we can take a picture for picture number 9 for our assignment. You click on monitor apps and we take a picture. This was actually the new. Okay, so next is just the last topic of this main topic. App permissions. Here we see only 2, but if we want to delete any permissions, we can click on this one, but I will not delete it because we don't want to delete it. Are you sure you want to remove this F standards wide? We don't want to remove this one, so I click cancel. This is only functionality here we find on this page. Whichever we see, if we want to remove it, we can click on cross and then we can remove it. But we don't need to remove it. All this one is covered. Picture is already there that we wanted to. This one is the next topic. And these topics are covered. The next one is BCS, Business Connectivity Services. Business Connectivity Services, we can read. It's a long topic actually, and we will complete it next time also. I hope so we'll be able to study it in more detail. But this time we are not going into more details because we have to complete. This will be our picture number 9 actually, but it will showing picture number 10. And after that, we want to complete 4 steps for our project also that we have discussed. I will go through a little bit later. First, let me go through this topic, that BCS. I will show you BCS, how it looks like. We are going back. We cannot. Okay, from this page, I just close it and we will reach our main page from where we started. We were studying this topic and now we are going to this one. This one is specially managed connections to data sources like Azure SQL databases or WCF web services. We can click on learn more and we will reach on the same page that I have copied for you on the PowerPoint slides. If we open this one, we will reach on this page. Here we can manage models and we can manage connections and we can make connections on premises services. And we know that nowadays to get data from other applications, XML is very popular, so this is dealing with XML also. Also, as it has said before in this topic, that can get data from Azure SQL or can get data from many other external resources. So if we go to our Learn More page, then we can see that business connectivity services, and you can read it. It is a long topic. Which topic are covered in this one? Manage VCS permissions. We can manage permissions, object permissions, and what else? Metadata, store permissions, import or export our business data connectivity, BDC model. See, model exposes the XML metadata for selected system. If you guys know, most of you will know that XML data, how it works, that one file has the definition of XML structure. XML structure defines that which fields will be there and how the structure will work. If there are nested fields, also those are mentioned, and then it's a structure of the data, how it will be coming, and then next file is the data file that is following that structure, and it contains the actual data. And then we can import and export our information through that XML files. So BDC model, we can import it and we can export it also. Add actions to external content types. It's a long topic, but we will see it into the next lecture. Today we are just going through the overview that what options we have in it. Then we will study it in detail in some next classes. This time we will just add the picture of the starting page. BCS homepage, business connectivity services. So this is my homepage for the business connectivity services. This is the title, and this is the name of my company. Control C, go there, and I will save it here. Probably I have not taken the break at the end of this hour, so let's see if the recording file, yeah, it's already 59 minutes, so we take a short break and then we will start once again. I'm just stopping it here.